Sanskrit terminology lesson, Malasana. Mala is like a rosary, and the mala beads, it's a garland, a ring. So it's a binding. So there's many variations of Malasana. The first one that I ever learned, but don't worry, squats was my nemesis in any case. So what you can already do if you need to is you use half your mat rolled up for all of them if you like. So let's get half of my mat so I can show you without, and then okay, I'm just gonna plant it so it stays there for me. That would work. Okay. So the first Malasana I want to show you, always lift from your inner thighs, lift from your sit bones. You open your knees and you come sitting down. So not for everybody is it possible to actually have the heels on the floor. It's quite a bit of suppleness in a certain way in the ankle and in the calf. So we can scoop the belly and just work at it coming slowly down as far as you can between your knees. So it's a lovely stretch of your spine. Breathe. The full expression of this pose is heels down and the hands bound behind the back. So first, you try it on your roll where you got height underneath your heels. But once you got that, you can inhale, lift the tummy, and exhale, try and press. Your head goes more forward, but your bum and your heels go more back. And eventually, sometimes you're just going to fall on your bum, and it's not dangerous, you just fall on your bum. But that's the kind of work you want to work towards to get flat feet. Okay. And of course, then to bind will be much easier if you give yourself some support here. And feet apart together, big toes together, lift, open the knees. So a nice variation, instead of taking both arms to take the bind, you see. Okay, so we can always get a strap of some kind, is to start with one arm and reach around, bind, and inhale, exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, lift the tummy, fold. And do the other side, inhale, take the arm long, get the shoulder down, and wrap it around. Bind, hug, try and push the big toes, the feet, the inside of the feet together, and fold. Inhale. So you could even just practice the arms going a bit behind you, and eventually get more bind. Yeah. And come into Uttanasana, straighten the knees, fold. It's another variation of Malasana. I think this was just born out of necessity. It's kind of like a squat. I think it's like a squat. It's a squat. Your feet are apart. Lots of people allow the feet to be turned out. That's also very good to get a certain muscle group going there compared to the feet parallel. But this really is working towards a full squat with the feet together, which would be amazing. Okay, but no worry about that for now. Feet apart. So you will, let's do each one. And I find people that really enjoy this, and me one of them, which I couldn't even do this. It was, and then when we actually have to make it straight, the feet, the inner thighs, I think it's like open inner thighs and not very strong inner thighs. So what I would suggest is, so you can practice quite a few things here, just sitting, taking one arm forward and stretching one arm up, and so forth. Okay, opening the hips. It's really nice on the back. And then, so I'm going to lift my hips with my stomach, pushing on the feet, And then realign the feet. Try and get the instep lifted and the outside of the feet nice and rooted. Scoop the tummy, make space between your thighs to come back down. So if you can, the feet eventually parallel. Again, get the support under the heels if necessary. You really want to feel how the heels are pushing down. So again, the same kind of thing. You can stretch it forward. You can put elbows and press and open the heart. One stretch, you can do the bind here. Many things to do. So that is Malasana. Mala plus asana, Malasana. Enjoy your practice. Namaste. Keep well. Strengthen the legs. Oh, this is a so often, then you also get these people that just can flop. So I flop, but even though I couldn't do the pose, you want to also play a little bit with resistance. So not just, oh yeah, I can do that, and then they're like parked, but they can't get back up again. So like, you have to find the legs. It's nice to play with, have I got the legs all the time? Lift, coccyx down, sit bone lifted, and yes, I've got I can pick up anytime. And I go down, I can pick up anytime. And you feel, well, you can still pick up anytime. And pick up anytime. Yes, it gets more hard, and pick up anytime, or we call it harder in English. But even right at the base, are you still active? Are you still lifting the instep? If you take your heels a little bit, squeeze them towards each other. Squeeze. And then, so when you need to stand, it's right there. Good. Enjoy your practice.